Let's start with your reading, Aries. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Okay, definitely a lot happening over here, Aries. And the main energy for the reading today is the Hierophant. There is something here that is, in a way, requiring you to trust the situation without knowing where it's actually going to take you, without knowing how it's actually going to evolve. This might be one of the hardest things you've ever had to do, but the Hierophant is asking you to have faith that this is eventually going to work out in your favor, because eventually we see here it is. It's as if the universe was holding your hand and taking you somewhere, but you have your blindfold on, not knowing where you are going or why certain things are happening around you. Your main task right now is to surrender and trust the journey itself. Now, where is this going to take you in the future? Let's see. First of all, in the recent past, we have the Six of Cups and Death, Rebirth. There is something here that ended before it even started, or something that all of a sudden took a turn and quickly fell apart, quickly ended. It's as if you were standing on the sidewalk right in front of your house, seeing your house all of a sudden falling apart, and you know there is nothing you can do about it other than keep away so that it won't take you down with it. There is an important awakening happening soon regarding this situation, a situation that clearly didn't play out as you hoped. There is also something with the Six of Cups that you might not know about the situation, and we'll come back to this to clarify and see what that is. In the present, we have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. You know, especially with this Queen of Swords, I see you thinking over here, I used to dream about this. I used to dream about this Two of Cups, this union, this love that I really cared about. I used to dream about it, but now I'm just awake. There are things I cannot believe anymore, things that once were so important to me and that now instead just feel like noise. I still see you trying to heal currently. At times you feel you're making progress, and then other times instead, everything seems still to be falling apart. But the truth is that sometimes when we get hurt, we also have to deal with the fact that in that specific moment, the only person that could really heal our wounds is the very person who has inflicted them in the first place. But there is more that you should know about the current situation, more that these two cards want to tell you. We'll see what that is when we clarify. In the near future, we have the Nine of Swords and the Fool. Overall, I like this combination a lot. I'm glad to see this Fool card over here and to see that this Nine of Swords, it's something that you're leaving behind. This is a good sign because it talks about an energy reset. Something brought you here for a reason, Aries. And it's going to be very important to understand how the situation is bound to evolve in the future if you find it within you to look at it for what it really is. Not a setback, but an opportunity to find even better for yourself. Again, we'll come back to this and we'll see what this is about. Now, let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, the Mender, and the Pathfinder. Overall, what I see here is that you're definitely here for a reason, Aries, the Pathfinder. There is something right now that is trying to show you the way, trying to show you something you don't know so that you can find your way forward. But the reason why you're here, the actual reason, the actual thing that you need to know might be very different from what you think. In a way, there are still a lot of things that you want to understand regarding the situation. It's clear with the mender, still trying to mend those wounds, still trying to heal certain things. This is something that, with the Two of Wands, escalated quickly. Something that might have ended in fire. Someone might have stormed out without even getting proper closure. You felt so out of your element back then, and you really thought to yourself, this person can really bring out the worst in me. I definitely see it right here. And you didn't want to feel that way. That's why potentially you were the one who just said, you know what, enough with this, I'm out. I see you having still a lot of questions though, especially around the fact that this seemed something that would have lasted a long time. And it didn't, obviously. But what you should know is that even if this might not have been what you were hoping for, it's taking you to a surprising moment, which will allow you to understand why certain things have happened and how they have impacted your own journey in actually a very positive way. You're not believing me so far, but hopefully I'll be able to show you why I say this. So let's keep going and let's clarify the current energies. Okay. You know, Nine of Wands, we have the Protector and the Veil right here. The first thing that I want to tell you with these cards is it might not feel like it right now, but you are going to be just fine. This is a great sign. This card is definitely something that you want to see in a situation like this, because it's telling you that everything that now is weighing you down, it's going to be washed away. And finally, you're going to be able to be yourself again. Things are starting to change already around you, even if you cannot see it yet. First of all, I see an important message over here. And the message is, not every relationship that ends in fire, it's a relationship that wasn't worth having. There is something that is coming up from this setback, which is actually going to make it all worth it. Yes, it's definitely true that the previous situation brought you down to maybe your rock bottom for some of you out there. But it's also true that it allowed you to rebuild things that perhaps you needed to rebuild and that you have been postponing. At the end of the day, it's clear that you are a very strong person, and it's actually true that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. When you're able to make rock bottom your solid foundation on which to rebuild yourself again, honestly, there is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that can keep you down. You're still trying to figure things out, yes, and understand why certain things have happened, but you might be missing the point. The Hierophant, main energy. Don't worry about the hows and the whys. Follow your path, go with the flow, because that's how you'll get out of this situation happier than you've ever been. But where is this going to take you? Let's look into it and let's clarify the near future. Okay, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Entertainer over here. So first of all, we're starting to see stability with these two fours over here. And I definitely see that you went through a lot. And when you do that, it's often easy to start questioning yourself, questioning your actions, your goals, everything you are, because, something has just failed and it didn't turn out as you wanted to be. But if we were able to just, fly on top of the maze, we would be able to see that all the twists and turns were necessary for us to get to our ultimate destination. I see that everything that has happened up to this point was meant to redirect you right here, right now, especially considering the Fool. This is where your life is going to begin. This is where you're finally going to see things working out for you without major struggle or obstacles. At this point, you really have to expect what you haven't been expecting anymore from life, especially considering the fact that you have at least two major doors opening up for you next. Two things that will bring in a lot of stability. And honestly, from what I'm seeing here, at least, this might turn out to be one of the most beautiful chapters of your life. Where is this going to take you in the next few months and a year from now, we'll have to see. But overall, especially considering the cosmic tree card over here, you are on your right path. You've always been, even when it didn't feel like it. And the only way to know that you've always been is by trusting it. It's by trusting what's happening around you, knowing that at the end of the day, you're going to be just fine. Now, let's keep going with your reading and find out where it is that you're headed towards. For now, suffice it to say that at times it's best to let things happen, best to go with the flow and trust the universe, because life always finds a way to surprise you. And this upcoming one for you, it's going to be a beautiful surprise. So let's keep going with your reading, Aries, and let's see what you should expect in the next few months. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned, Aries, for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. Look at the bridging energy taking us from this current situation to its evolution to the incoming events. The Lovers. Sometimes we definitely are guilty of rushing things. And the reason being, it's because we don't really trust the fact that we can have more, that we can have better. And some of us at times have the tendency to compromise, to sacrifice, and settle for what we have in fear that we are not able to find anything else. But right here, Aries, this whole reading so far, it's all been about take your time, trust what's happening around you right now, because when you get here, you'll be able to look back at this and be like, I am glad that I didn't force things. I am glad that I didn't rush into anything, because now I find myself here exactly where I want to be, and also a place that feels effortless. I don't have to do extra work for this. I don't have to struggle for this. It comes easy. And that is key, Aries, especially right now. The key is to look for those situations, those type of connections and opportunities that make you feel at ease, that feel natural. The Star, an energy that talks about adopting a mindset that says, you know what, whatever will be, will be. I know that I'll be fine no matter what. That is key for you. And let's see where it's taking you, because right now we really have some major cards. Death with the Fool, and then Hierophant and the Lovers. Let's see what this Lovers is about, because as you might know, that is a very emotional card that really brings magic into the situation. Let's see what that means for your near future. Ooh, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. All right, this is actually the moment in which everything that comes next will start taking shape. And this is something that you might underestimate at first, but you'll see why this is so important to not underestimate and how impactful it's going to be for the rest of your year and for the next few years, actually. First of all, what we see with